Oh my fucking god. Infinite bitch. Infinite salutations, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. This is Rose TV. I might change the channel name. Y'all, I might change the channel name. We might just go with the username I have everywhere else. This is the only place where I have Rose TV as my username. You know, if you ever want to try and track my digital footprint and cancel me, I literally only have like 3 usernames. I'm either Rose Sky with a Z, Rose HWD with an S, or I am Rose of Thorns with an H, or with a Z. I'm way too easy. I don't really change things at all. And that could work to my disadvantage depending on what I do in my life. Like, as you can see here, even my YouTube username is Rose of Thorns. But my official channel name is still Rose TV. I remember when I used to be Rose TV everywhere, but those are the good old days, and those good old days are gone. I'm making it obvious that I work at an Amazon warehouse. Hashtag doxed. But I think it's fine. I'm not even the only fucking Rose at my facility. So, I don't know. I don't think I got ops like that these days. I'd like to hopefully not have my hypothesis disproven. Hey Rose, stop leaking DMs. Hey Rose, you're leaking everything! Oh my god! Bro. Rose is actually just leaking fucking everything in existence. This is... I am so sorry, random person that I literally met yesterday. Yeah, I fucking immediately managed to leak our shit. Motherfucker. There's no history, who cares? And streamer mode's on, so who the fuck cares? No one cares. I am live on Geoguessr. Alright, pinging everybody in my server even though it's 2, almost 3 in the morning. But I do tend to do these streams kind of late at night. Anyways, back to talking about Amazon and whatnot. I'm making myself super obvious. But yeah. I got this thing called VTO. And it's funny because, well, my girlfriend hears me talk about VTO enough that she knows what it is. No one else really does. So every time, like, I'll tell her when I get VTO and everything's all fine, everything's chill. But the moment I fucking tell literally anybody else that I got VTO, they're like, VTO? What the fuck is that? I'm just sitting there and I'm kind of annoyed high key. Because I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to explain this to like the 40th person this week. But for those who are not in the know, VTO stands for voluntary time off. And when you get voluntary time, basically the whole process is, well, depending on your department, you either get randomly asked if you want it, or depending on your department at your Amazon, or how that Amazon decides to run their departments, you write your name down on a whiteboard. Yeah, you write your name down on a whiteboard, and if you get lucky, the computer selects you for VTO. It's not guaranteed. Only on like certain days. It's like a day-by-day basis. They track volumes and whatnot. And if they realize there's a motherfucker they don't need, you might get it. I'm surprised I was able to get it because they do this thing called, from what I hear, they do this thing called labor sharing. And essentially what labor sharing is they will, if you're trained in multiple departments, they will send you to that other department if that other department is in need of from people. So if you're trained in enough departments, and there isn't just a lack of need across like the whole facility, there's a good chance that you should kind of get fucked over high key. I think having VTO opportunities is great. It's a huge boost for the mental, weirdly enough. I was about to ping myself instead of my girlfriend to say that I'm live. Because she could be watching, I don't know. She says she's been watching my streams. Oh, there you are. Hell yeah. What's up? I was just about to say, hey, I was about to just tell the chat that my wife's high-key a fan. She don't be popping in the chat like that, but she sits there in the background. That's a real fan right there. That's one of them day ones. But technically not a day one, because she didn't know I existed when I started YouTube. But nobody knew I existed. That's how it works. Dude, 20... Oh my god. I don't want to, like, waste time going down some nostalgia trip about, like, what the channel used to be like, but man... I've, like, never showed off my old videos to you. That's probably, like, the main lore that you're not in the know of is specifically YouTube. Like, I'm sure I've told you, like, the basic lore of what's happened on the channel. But, like, actual videos, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. And also, sorry for the delays. I'm just, like, cleaning up a little bit. I didn't know people were capable of that. God, I've got water just everywhere. It's literally just bottles of water all over the place, and it's fucking annoying. And I've got a fucking lighter. Watch me light a lighter. Oh, so awesome. I literally bought that lighter, like a month ago just so I could smoke cigars. You know the story about the Swishers. I thought those Swisher Sweets were going to be a lot better than they actually were. They were fucking mid. For some reason, I still ended up buying a second pack. And they were somehow worse than the first. Like, I tried peach first, and it was already kind of mid. And then I tried strawberry, and that was, like, actually kind of ass. I have a picky taste palette, and that's probably what's saving me from addiction. That's what makes vape so scary, is because vape tastes good. Objectively tastes good. I don't think anyone can sit there and say that vape doesn't taste good just because they don't like the effects of it. Because on an objective level, like, it tastes good. It has a nice flavor to it. And that's where they get you. That's really almost got me. I still remember when I was addicted to that fucking vape. To fucking Nathan's vape. Oh my fucking god, I was addicted to that shit. Alright, I'm gonna, like, run a test real quick. Because, like I said, like I told you in our server, I wanted to run some music on the spinner while having my desktop audio muted. So if it doesn't play back on stream, we're chilling. Alright, I'm watching. Alright, we're good. So, you don't know the opportunities this opens up. I could just put some straight bullshit on the fucking aux, and no one watching the stream except for you is gonna know what's going on. Fucking amazing, dude. I think my streaming numbers are actually gonna, like, skyrocket now that I, like, want to listen to music. Well, now that I want to play music before bed and just leave it on. Let's see what my stats are even looking like. Look at this shit. Jay Dilla's finally about to get overtaken. It only took this long, but Jay Dilla's finally about to get overtaken for this month in streams. That's crazy. Because I listened to Bro's album one time. The numbers are only that high just because there were so many tracks on that album. That's like a 30-song album. That's also why that one Skrillex album has so many streams on my end. Because it's so fucking, like, it's 34, like, these two albums are basically the same. Like, J Dilla Donuts is, like, basically, like, the instrumental hip-hop version of the new Skrillex album. Or you could say that the new Skrillex album is the, dubstep version of J Dilla Donuts, because it came out, like, 20 years later. But yeah. Cool, interesting stuff. Uh, yeah, I listened to the album one time. I liked it. I wouldn't go back to it, but I liked it, and I respected the hell out of how much effort was put into it, despite, like, the guy's, like, health condition at the time of making it. I already personally have a hard time enough making shit. The bro is basically on his deathbed, making, like, high-key banger stuff. Stuff that, like, Kanye could only, like, dream of making in the Big 25. I don't know why people are glazing the fuck out of Kanye. Like, he has fallen the fuck off of the face of the earth. And if he actually delivered, I'm pretty sure the deluxe version of Bully dropped. Let's see what the rating is for that. I want to see that shit, like... I want to see them, like, tank that shit. It probably got delayed. Big fucking surprise. Wow. Wow, Kanye fans are getting cucked again. What a fucking surprise. Who expected this? I sure as hell didn't. Luna's probably having the time of her life hearing me just shit on Kanye live. Like, I don't care if the dude made some good music, like, fucking 15 years ago. Fuck Kanye West as a person, like, royally up the ass. Fucking hate him. And I'm tired of people, like, projecting, like, or not projecting, that's not the right word. I don't know, I'm just tired of people being stupid. People are pretending that, like, Kanye is still some great person. He was never a perfect person. And, like, neither is Kendrick even, really. Like, I respect some of the stuff that Kendrick talks about in his music. And then he, performs music with, like, convicted, like, abusers and shit. I've heard not good things about Kodak Black, who he featured on the same album that he did, like, a bunch of self-reflecting on. And anytime someone tries to bring that up, people are like, oh, well, Kendrick said in one of his songs that he's not your savior, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, who the fuck cares? It's not that hard to not hang out with shitty people in the music industry. I don't think you need these people because you pretty much own the fucking industry at this point. Because Kendrick is, like, the biggest face in hip-hop right now. One of the biggest faces. I mean, he's got, like, the relevancy, he's got, like, longevity. From having been so big in the 2010s, I don't think he needs to be hanging around shitty, you know, shitty human excuses that call themselves rappers. And people just excuse it. Because people think that making an album about not being the best person just absolves you of any wrongdoing that you may ever commit. And it's so fucking retarded. Like, get a fucking grip and shut the fuck up. I fucking hate hip-hop fans. We could say... I could sit here and argue with anybody in the world all day about the genre itself. I have a lot of opinions. As I'm sure you are personally aware of. But to anybody that isn't already aware, I have a lot to say about how I feel about not just hip hop, but the people making it, and especially the fans. Out of all genre-ridden fan bases, I think hip hop fans are among the worst. And they take the fucking cake. Dude, they take the fucking cake. They get lost in their heads because they see their rappers as like these like introspective figures. And they can't fathom breaking that illusion when it turns out that that rapper is a shitty person. See, your hate is kind of also just based off of the music itself, which I definitely dismissed it more than I should have. So, my bad on that, sis. My bad. But, in a way, we kind of share a similar sentiment on hip hop, but I'm a lot more forgiving towards the genre itself in terms of sound. Like, I I prefer other genres for virtually the same reason that you outright pretty much hate most, if not all, hip hop. I wouldn't say all, because it's kind of hard for anybody to say that every single song within a genre is bad. Unless the genre just revolves around making the song as legitimately bad as you possibly can, it's kind of impossible to hate every single song in that genre. And even then, there's people who are into some weird shit and will probably still like that too. I'm trying to read what that even fucking says. It just doesn't say. Okay, what if I turn my phone the other way? Can I like rotate my phone so I see? You know what's stupid? It's so goddamn stupid how they like have the heart button and that just covers the most recent chat message. That message kind of reminded me of this like one meme that I really found funny. I have to look this up. Can I find it on YouTube? I think this is it. No, that's not it. I think that's the guy who made the one that I remember, but that's not what I'm looking for at all. Okay, there was a really funny video that I remember. It was like a parody of like rappers on pop songs. That's not it. Hold on. I'm pretty sure that's the guy who made the meme. This is gonna bug me. This is gonna fucking bug me. Is that it? Same fucking thing. What the fuck? Is it just the same fucking song? Yeah, it's literally just the exact same song. I'm actually gonna fucking shoot myself. Alright, I give up on finding that. I'm just gonna go. We're just gonna get started with. We're just gonna get started. We're gonna get started with the stream. I've already been live for 20 minutes and I have not started playing yet. But here we go. We're about to get started. Let me put stuff on that isn't this. Wonder if you recognize that, Luna. Favorite song ever, Animals on the Farm. I love that song so much. Is my day list any good? Rally House, Electric Thursday, Late Night. Fuck off. Wait, hold on. Oh no, this playlist doesn't look entirely terrible, actually. Yeah, but that's not really a thing I'm crazy into. I thought it was only gonna be Rally House. That was gonna be my problem. Because I'm in the mood for like a lot more than just that, but it does look like there's a lot more than just that on here, so. Oh, do I feel like doing all this bullshit, or do I just feel like fuck it, let's just run the playlist, see what I get. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna pop up on stream, thankfully, so I could just freely listen to this while I, just chill. In a perfect world, copyright wouldn't be so strict. Because sometimes people just want to jam out on the streams. How loud do I even want to make this song? Because I want to jam out fully, but I can't talk if it's too fucking loud. That's gonna be my problem today. We're just gonna let it chill in the background. Alright. I think I'm gonna start with just the United States for now, because I don't feel like trying to figure out countries. I might still do that, though. What do you think I should do, Luna? What are we doing? Should I do United States or should I do World? I know on World I was doing surprisingly, like, not terrible. I don't know. I think I might just do, like... God, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna start with the United States for now. I'm gonna start with the United States, and we're gonna see where that takes us. It's gonna take us to the United States. Alright. Where's the settings? Get the shit out of my fucking face. I'm trying to listen to music. Fuck off. Okay. Alright, our first spawn of the night takes us to a... kind of like a housing complex. We're on Dudley and Beckham, I think that says. See, I don't know. Opening vibes. See, I need to, like, get to know my trees a little bit more. That is what's gonna help me out a lot, but... my first glance tells me we're probably in the south. It doesn't feel like we're in, like, a crazy spot. Hey, this song's kind of fire. I'll add that to my... oh, that's why. I knew she sounded familiar. I just was not paying attention. Good shit. Good shit, I fuck with it. You know, I'm pretty sure someone... so, someone was telling me that, like... that they barely even really see my voice as masculine. And that's kind of been on my mind. Not, like, a lot, but... I haven't necessarily forgotten it, and it kind of just feels like they're like, I don't know, it feels like they're bullshitting. I feel like my voice is very obviously masculine as much as I don't want it to be. I don't know, share your thoughts, but I don't know, I just don't feel like. And they were saying I like look feminine as well, and I just shut that down. Like, no, I don't. I really don't. I feel like the people who say that have not seen enough of me, and I genuinely don't know where I'm putting my pin here. It tends to be in the Carolinas though, so I don't know, I'm gonna bullshit around and put myself in Greensboro, North Carolina, and see how far off we were. We weren't terribly off. We were off in Shreveport, Louisiana. But no, I don't see myself as feminine at all. Uh, I'm pretty sure they literally just saw this one Instagram post of mine. I don't even know if I'm on the right account. Yeah, let's just flash my shit on screen for real. Self-docs. I had to make sure my dead name didn't show up. Because there's like some stupid Facebook shit that happens. Wait, what's this about? I love my computer? Oh, it's nothing special. Uh, yeah, see, I think people look at this one photo that I don't even actually like. Because the moment it's like any larger than a profile picture, it kind of just starts to look like ass. But I took maybe one good picture of myself ever that I was somewhat satisfied with. Maybe this one. This one's not terrible either. Uh, I mean, that's kind of the whole point of posting on Instagram. You post your best version of yourself. Oh, what? I think you're just behind. You said, me when black screen, but I'm pretty sure that, it's not black anymore. Yeah. No, I think you're just like, I think it's just like latency. Oh, put that other song on my feed. Hold up. Save to your liked songs. Yeah, right. So I'm pretty sure you can see these photos. And yes, I just announced my new album. No one fucking liked the post, so I should just kill myself. So yeah, grand total maybe two pictures that I somewhat like. Whole point of posting on Instagram is to post the best version of yourself so people see the best version of myself, where I look somewhat feminine because my hair looks okay. But they don't factor in the fact that 90% of the time, that's right after I'm out of the shower, after my hair is just been freshly done. That's when I'm at like at my prettiest, and it's only gonna last so long. It feels disingenuous. I get they mean well. I don't think they're trying to patronize me or anything, but it feels so disingenuous. But I can't exactly complain that much. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm inherently ugly, but that's not the problem here. I wouldn't say I'm inherently ugly. I'm not attractive, but I'm not fucking like ugly in my opinion. I'm just like a below average person. Like if we're gonna like abide by like the bullshit beauty standards that exist across both genders, then yeah, I'm like ugly because people have such unrealistic expectations that like the media propagates to a heavy degree. But if we're gonna be like just realistic, if we're gonna fucking just chill out and like not be on some bullshit, then yeah, no, like I don't know. I'm kind of yapping here, but that's just kind of the way I see it. Hammond, I'm pretty sure that's a city in Indiana. I think we have our city. Is Hammond not a city in... I don't know if it's cheating. You give me your moral opinion. Okay, that is a city. Okay, if it's the 8th most populated city, why can't I fucking find it? Okay, so I literally have my city, but... Okay, I'm not letting this happen. Okay. Oh, wow. That's bullshit. It only now decides to pop up. Okay. Well, I kind of cheated, but okay. I'm gonna not do that again, but I just felt so mad because I knew the exact city and I just... I don't like how much you have to zoom in for anything to pop up. It's so annoying. But there we go. We did get the city right, though. I kind of got lucky because I saw Indianapolis Boulevard and I was like, hey, maybe we're there. Okay, now we're in the desert. I don't know how deserty we are because this could genuinely just be California. So I'm gonna try and look for clues that disprove that. I don't know. Because I've jumped into places that straight up look straight out of Arizona, and then I find out it's just like Southern California. Maybe I can get an expert opinion on this, but I don't know. We're in the Southwest. I can tell you that much. I am suspicious about that being Golden Gate Avenue, though. I don't want to put too much stock in the road signs, but there is a shot that we are in California. And potential... I wonder how close we can pin ourselves to San Francisco while still being in the desert. I don't know. We might have a... Wait. No, put me back. I don't know, man. Back to what I was talking about, though. I don't think people ever mean harm by, like, trying to affirm me, but I feel it's unwarranted. Am I crazy for feeling that way? Like, I don't typically feel like it's warranted because, I don't know, I just don't think I fit the bill. Like I'm saying, I wouldn't call myself ugly. Like, I do it all the time, but I don't really genuinely think I'm, like, the ugliest person in the fucking world. Okay, looks is one thing. I'm just gonna say this. We can talk about my looks for like forever. I think I'm gonna take the risk and say we're in San Jose, California, or somewhere around here. It was in Arizona. It was in Kingman, Arizona. So I had a feeling it was Arizona, but I don't know. Not too proud of that. I'm not very proud of that, but there you go. I got fucked over again. Like I'm trying to say, though, it's one thing to say that I might look like a girl sometimes, but to say that I sound like one, I feel like is overblown as fuck. Luna, I kind of want your expert opinion on this. I don't know if you've commented on that before. Maybe. I don't know. But, like, back me up on this. Just back me up on this. I don't feel like I even sound like androgynous, much less like even on the toe of being feminine. But this person says that they knew a like cis girl who sounded like me, and that's why they probably think that way. But I don't know. That's probably why. It's probably why they feel that way. I don't feel the same way. We have a lot of greenery up here, so I want to say we're on the more northern side. We are in a much more densely forested area than before. This is probably it's probably the worst spawn we've gotten so far. I don't exactly have much to work off of here. And I'm probably not going in a good direction either. The land seems kind of flat too. Like if I could get us a good spot, I want to try and be as far away. What do you mean well, it's not about being too mean to myself. It's about the facts of how my voice sounds. Like, I'm not even gonna, like, trip or anything, because I don't really care. Because I kind of just don't really care about anything these days, to be honest, but... I just think it's kind of stupid to say that I actually sound like a girl. Like, I will question why people think that. Because it just doesn't feel realistic to me. And it's hard to, like, appreciate that they kind of see that in me. I'm not saying that they're just trying to say it just to make me feel good about myself, because I don't think that's the case. But it sure is hard to, like, buy into. I'll just say that it is very hard to buy into. Right, so I'm not getting very much clues about where we are. There's a lot of American flags, but, like, I guess no one has state pride at all. Because I've never seen I've almost never seen state flags during any of these runs. Genuinely, somehow the world maps are easier. I don't understand. The world maps are somehow an easier guess. And that is potentially a political sign, and I can't fucking read it. You know, I'm gonna put us in, like, Iowa. I don't think that's a good guess, but let's try Iowa, and it was New Jersey. I would have never guessed that in any other circumstance. Wait, it's Moish up. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That was a shitty guess. I kind of knew it was gonna be in the north. Okay, now I swear I've gotten a spawn like this before. I got like a really snowy spot like this before, and I thought it was Alaska. Turns out it was North Dakota. But it is really snowy out here. I don't like when it's the snow because it can easily be very deceptive. Alright, yeah, just like that, all the snow has disappeared. This does tell me we're pretty good in the north. Because that's a lot of snow. That was a lot of snow. So I really don't think that we're going to be anywhere near the south. I'm not saying the south can't get snow like that. I mean, I literally got snow like that once, as of you, of course, know. Man, I remember I was, like, playing with the snow when it came out that day. And I, like, high-key scared my wife. Because I told her my, like, hands are feeling kind of numbish just because I, like, was like out in the cold for so long, like playing with snow. So she thought I was like frostbitten for a second. Luckily that was not the case. Okay, there's a lot of American flags out here. There is a lot. We have another flag that's very much not American. I'm trying to tell if it's an identifier at all. I'm not getting a good read on it at all. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna probably waste too much time on that. I don't know a state with a flag like that, and I don't think it's Texas. I highly doubt Texas would have like a dedicated snow removal route or anything like that. It also just feels like there's way too much snow falling down on the ground for it to be Texas. There's way too much snow. There's an insane amount of snow going on out here. Can I get a look at the school better? It's an elementary school, so it's not going to tell us very much, unfortunately. Alright, my guess is going to be like Minneapolis or something. Middle of Minneapolis. Were we correct? We got the state wrong. It was North Dakota. No, it was Wisconsin. Or Minnesota. It was Minnesota. Just right on the border of the Dakotas. So that was not terribly off, but I don't like that. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, we're once again in like a suburban area, except now we have like a pretty big pool. That's like very unusual. We have Major Drive. I do wonder what's up with this like pond or whatever. Gotta be in like a fancy ass spot or something. I think I want to go this way. We have a park nearby. God, this music's so fucking peak. Part of me wants to have like a Spotify thingy like displaying them. So people know what I'm listening to. Like, they won't be able to hear it, but they'll know what I'm listening to. I wouldn't know how to go about setting that up, but do you think that's a good idea? I think that'd be cool. Because it would be hard to just keep tabbing into this. Like, I could set up a thing that, like, displays this window even if I don't have it, like, explicitly opened. And if I ever, like, wanted to do, like, a music reaction stream, I could do the same thing. I've done music reaction streams before, but I either just mute the thing or I have it playing at an extremely low volume, and that's not even a perfect chance of not getting copyrighted. I think I've done. I've only ever like live reacted to like 2 albums that had dropped. I did the new Blink 182 album back in 2023, and then 2 years later I did the Life of a Showgirl. But I don't like that stream though, because I was way too kind to that fucking album. I like originally was like high key like cool with it. I literally first gave the album like a 6. And that went down real fast. I'm just gonna say that. It went down so quick, so fast. Alright, I am getting absolutely no clues here. And the roadworks over here are absolutely terrible for trying to get more clues. So what about that sign? St. Louis is gonna be a terrible guess, but I'm gonna guess it anyways. Okay, what side of the border? I got the right state. I got the right fucking state somehow. I'm glad I at least got that part right, but I still didn't get a very good guess. But I came within 300 kilometers, so I'm not mad. We're in kind of like a rural spot now. Maybe not. I do see a house just right over here. And it's gone. No, never mind. It's right there still. Alright, we're gonna get absolutely no clues based off the house, but we are in a very... We're in a dense spot. We have a sign. What's the sign say? That is just a real estate sign. It's not going to give us anything to work off of. I hardly bother looking at the area codes on the phone numbers because I don't know area codes very well. I will recognize like a Houston area code. Like if I ever get like 713-281-346s, that's like 90% going to be like Houston. However, I've like I told guys, like I told the wife in DMs. Between the three of between her current state, my current state, and the state I moved from, those three states, I've only ever gotten guesses, or I've only ever gotten drops in any of those three states, like once or twice, and both were Texas. It might have actually only been one. Like, we do have a pretty profound mountain range up there. I do kind of want to say Washington on this one. I wish I could recognize it as like an Oregon landscape. But I do heavily believe that we're probably looking at the Pacific Northwest on this one. We got profound greenery. I could tell you that much. I can't tell you much more than that. I should have looked at that one area code to see if it like matched an Oregon code. Then again, there's a lot of parts of Oregon that I've never touched in my entire life, so I don't think that would have been that helpful. If it were this remote anyways, I doubt we'd be even looking at like the Portland area, but we do have a sign up ahead here. Let's read it. Maybe it is Oregon. Hold on. I doubt it, but I won't rule it out. I want to at least get the region. It was Alaska. Goddamn. Okay. All right. I didn't get... It was really far off. It was very far off. But I was pointing in the right direction. But I'm not very happy with how off that guess was. This one might be more to the south. Yeah, this one might be more to the south, I'm not sure. I did see, like, palm tree looking things going on here. Alright, right off the bat, we have a pretty bad spawn. We have a dead-end road right there. I'm trying to find my way out to a bit more established civilization. The trees make me want to say we're somewhere in the south. Hopefully, as I continue to play this dumbass game, I'll learn a bit more about what we'd be looking for. See, I just really want them to eventually like put me in front of like an Amazon warehouse, because if I ever get put in front of an Amazon warehouse, that's a free guess. Because they plaster the address on all the Amazon warehouse signs up in the front. Other than that, though, I am shit out of guesses. Wait, we got a sign right here. Let's see if I can get a read on it. That was not helpful. I'm gonna gamble and go this way. I think I see buildings. This might be the way to go. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Ah, fuck. Well, whatever sign was there, I'm not gonna get a good read on it, unfortunately. I don't know. It feels like we're in some old-ass part of the South. I have absolutely no basis on that to justify that clue or justify that perception, but that is just the vibe that we're getting. I don't even think that's going to be a clue. Literally the greatest song ever made. I say this about a lot of songs. Alright. Jacksonville, Florida. It's Daytona again. Not Daytona, but it was Florida. I got the state right again. See, it's typically actually kind of easy for me to get the states right. Sometimes it gets me fucked up, but I do seem to have a relatively good track record when it comes to the states themselves. That's not good enough for me. I need to do better than that. I need to do way better than that. All right, next guess. Where are we at now? $800. I wish the area code looks ever so slightly familiar. Nothing really here is standing out to me. We have a Whataburger. Broad enough that I want to do a Google search. What states have a Whataburger? Alright, so it's one of these states. So we're in the South. We're in the South. If the climate didn't tell us that, we are in the South, pretty much. I wish Whataburger was still, like, mostly a Texas thing, because then I would much more confidently pin it just down to Texas. I don't exactly have anything that... Wait. Hold up. Is that a Texas flag? That is a Texas flag. We're in Texas. We are in Texas. Officially confirmed. I feel like if we were in Houston, I would recognize... Yeah, I haven't seen a Houston area code, so we are not in Houston. What about those road signs, though? We're in San Antonio. Alright, we have our city. I wish I, like... I wish we actually had, like, a good area to go off of. If I can find, like, a Whataburger, just any Whataburger, I'm dropping my pen down by it. I don't care. I found an Amazon warehouse. That's not what I'm fucking looking for. Yo, I don't even... Right there, I guess. How far were we? We were 21 kilometers off. I'm not mad at that, but alright. Right, so we got our city. We got really close. That's like the best guess we've gotten so far. I got the city right. But my ass was not getting the actual location. That was just not going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. 21 kilometers. PB for the stream. Alright, right off the bat, I do have another state flag, it appears. I have a ping. I'm going to read this real quick. Hold on. I don't even know what I got sent. I wish I didn't waste my time looking at whatever the fuck that was. Alright, I saw... We might be... Okay. U.S. state flags. I saw like a powder blue flag. We have multiple of those. It kind of looked like the South Dakota flag specifically. See, that's the view I got. And then like the time changed. They put up a completely different flag. That's really annoying. They like put down a completely different flag. And then we have these people. I can't get a good enough view. That also kind of looks like a flag of a state. This one's not conclusive. Alright, so the other flag kind of looked like the South Dakota flag. So my only plausible guess has to be South Dakota. Whatever that sign is there, I'm not going to get close enough to be able to read it. I do see a cross. No, that's a mailbox. It, like, looked a lot like a cross for a second. Can't even fucking blame me, to be honest. Okay. Pennsbury, South Dakota would be my guess. Except that probably is not a fucking city. We were nowhere even fucking close. It was in Pennsylvania. So what's the Pennsylvania flag? What was I looking at? Okay, whatever I was looking at was a red herring. Because that's a completely different fucking flag. That was absolutely a red herring, and I'm kind of upset at myself for falling for that. Wow. Like, honestly, just bend over and suck my... Nothing. Nothing. Alright. Next round. Here we go. We are in another neighborhood. I don't like these spawns most of the time. See, the thing about neighborhood spawns is that sometimes they can be really good. And sometimes they can be absolutely fucking awful. You might get the lucky house that, like, tells you where they're from. Because they're so fucking proud of it. But if you don't have that, like, lucky-ass chance, then you might as well just kill yourself. Man, this song is so good. I've been glazing it already, like, outside of the stream, but, like, I'm just so for real. Literally the greatest song I've ever fucking heard. Literally, like, bro, I've been calling like at least 4 songs off of this fucking album the greatest songs I've ever heard. So I'm like not bullshitting when I say I fuck with this shit so hard. I'm glazing it like way too much, but I really can't help myself. So I don't exactly have much of a clue, but I don't want to say we're in the South. It doesn't feel Southy to me. I'm not going to get a good guess on this one, unfortunately. I don't know who Roger Anthony is. I wish we got like a better political sign. Because we got a lot of Roger Anthony signs, but I don't know who he is. He's a local politician, evidently. So that doesn't help us. We are finally kind of spawning into some, like, business areas. But I think it's a bit too late for that. I don't think we have time to figure this out. We have a Mexican restaurant. We have a church, a car wash, a Dollar Tree. I don't know why I want to say Oklahoma, but I'm saying Oklahoma. And we weren't. We were in the South. I. We were in Mississippi. I don't know how I was gonna guess that otherwise, but nothing was really saying South to me, honestly. I gotta realize that, like, when we're in, like, the South, and it's, like, not Florida, we're not gonna get, like, those really southern-looking fucking things. So that's a bit annoying. Alright, clearly it's around Halloween time. We gotta be in the South because that's Halloween. And there's not really any profound seasonal changes going on right now. Yeah, I do want to say we're in the South again on this one. Maybe, maybe not too South, though. I'm seeing a little bit of seasonal color change, but it's kind of minimal. So I don't know. I'm definitely losing time by changing the songs. That's not helping me out much. So I'm at a disadvantage. That's a crazy excuse. Area code 732. That might be Houston. I don't think so though. No, we're 8. No, we're 832. Support Israel! Yeah! Oh my god, what a spawn. Oh my fucking god. We gotta be in a red state for that shit, bro. Oh my god. We're at a fucking pro-Israel just spot, dude. Holy shit. I don't even know what to say, dude. I'm stunned. I'm like kind of at a loss of words too, dude. Holy shit. I don't know how to feel about that. But I might just say we're in a red state entirely based off of that. But that still leaves a lot of the South open. I'm gonna say Memphis. Crazy pull, but let's see if we're right. Pro-Israel in New Jersey. What? Are you tickling my fucking butthole? Okay, so Neko didn't know who I was because I was yellow. My nickname was Choo Choo Dildo. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm stupid. All right, we got debated by that. Oh wow, this has got to be Hawaii. I fell for I got fooled last time, but like this is literally just Hawaii. If that, yeah, no, obviously. I literally can just dick around for the next 2 minutes because I know we're in fucking Hawaii. I'm just gonna post that song up there because I think it's a really good song. Oh my god, dude. Dude. Okay. Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, so we're in Hawaii, but I don't know what section of Hawaii we're in. Oh man. Peak is playing right now. I gotta lock the fuck in. We are in a city. We gotta be in like a decently sized city. It's probably not gonna be this specific spot. It was Honolulu. I should have fucking known. I should have known it was gonna be fucking Honolulu, but I wanted to. Okay, I'm not mad, but damn. We got the state right. We came within like a few 100 kilometers. Um, Fuck it, we're looping that shit, bro. Alright, where we at? What the fuck? I heard noise. Just the way things feel and look over here tells me we're in the north. Maybe the northeast. I'm not saying New Jersey because it's never New Jersey until it's not, and then it is. Is that a state flag? No. No, it's not. I'm looking over here right now. It's not. Why the fuck are you flying that then? Maybe that's like a military flag, actually. I don't know. Yeah, that might be. Okay, so maybe it's a red state. I'm seeing a lot of pro-military shit. Lots of lots of military shit. This also could just be like a military community. I might genuinely say New Jersey just because I feel like they're gonna bait me. Am I gonna fall for it? Probably. I don't think we're gonna find anything. All right, New Jersey again? No, it was South Carolina. Where was this even by, anyways? Is there even like a military spot by here? I don't think so. Yeah, I can't tell what's going on over here. Nuclear power training unit. Interesting. And I saw another Amazon. Oh, okay, hold on. Desert. Might be Arizona. Let's look up here. Uh, God, this feels way too desert to be anywhere in California. But I just know it's gonna be California. For some stupid reason. It's just going to. I'm trying to find literally anything that's local and gives anything away. Is Fairbanks the street? I gotta see this. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. I thought I thought I could look for a Fairbanks in one of those states, but that is not going to help us out very much. Texas. All right. So it was not going to be Arizona. And if it's this fucking dry, then we've got to be Texas mountains. Hold on. Texas mountains on map. Don't want to say Pecos. Okay, just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna say El Paso. That was the right call. That was the right call. I made it 17 kilometers off. We were in El Paso, Texas. All right, so that is maybe the second time I've ever gotten Texas. I have yet to get Oregon. But, like, come on. Give me Oregon. I don't know. I'd probably fuck up on Oregon. But, like, if they give me Houston or, like, Baytown even, I would get that shit instantly. They just know I'm gonna get it instantly. That's why they haven't gave it to me. The fuck happened to my hand, dude? Yeah, my whole body hurt before I left. I like got so excited about the notification. Hold on. Hold on, the song's making me too autistic to talk. It's that hard. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is when you're in pack and you get VTO. Okay, so the thing is, when you get restationed to a different station in the same section of pack, you get a notification on your screen after you've scanned like your last box. And it tells you, hey, you've been reassigned. And usually it'll tell you a station. There's like 4 bullet points, and one of those contains the new station. If you get VTO, it won't tell you you have a new station. It just tells you to go to like management and figure out what the fuck's happening. It doesn't say, hey, you got VTO. It doesn't say anything special. It just lacks the station number. And the first couple times I got that, I was super excited because I knew that was VTO. Well, the first time I was confused because I didn't know I was getting VTO. The second time I knew it was VTO and I was super excited. The third time it happened, I thought I was about to get VTO. I got super excited. I basically speed walked as much as I could without getting a safety violation up to the management desk. Turns out that was wildfire safety training. And we had to sit in a room that I didn't know existed for like 20 minutes watching a video about like wildfire lake safety and like what we'll do if a wildfire happens and it gets bad or whatever. So I was bummed out. I was already kind of having a shit day, and that didn't help. Fourth time was today. I got it, I got excited, and then I like immediately let my expectations down. Because I could have sworn I saw like a group of people earlier, much earlier today. So I figured they're probably still training people, or they have something else to train us for. But I didn't exactly see a group of people this time. It was me and one other guy, and I overheard something about clocking out. Because that's usually what they tell you. They scan you for VTO, and then they're like, alright, you're all set. Just go ahead and clock out in the next 5 minutes. They say that every time. It's a fucking script. So once I got up to my spot in line, I got the confirmation. It was VTO, and I was so happy. I like pretty much sped walked out the building because I was so excited to get that fucking VTO. Because today was the day I needed that shit because my body was fucking aching. I don't know what the hell happened. I didn't even like do anything special. My body has just been hurting today. Like I said, the way my fucking sleep schedule was today was really, really weird. Well, you obviously already know this, but hey, if anyone's secretly watching or y'all are gonna like watch the VOD after, yeah, no, I was like pulling an all-nighter, trying to stay up. Then I fell asleep at 2 a.m., which was like 6 to 8 hours earlier than I should have. I woke up at around 7 o'clock in the morning, and I stayed up for another 5. I stayed up for another 5 or so, because I was having fun listening to music, talking to my friends. I've really been so obsessed with music lately. I gotta go on a whole side rant about this. It's all stuff Luna's already heard, but again, I'm trying to like make the VOD interesting, guys. Uh, apparently there has been a genre whose ass I've been just straight up sitting on for the last couple of years. Well, if anything, I actually kind of hated some parts of that genre for like the longest fucking time. Uh, oh, that's kind of suggestive. I hope YouTube doesn't get mad at me for that. Blame the band, not me. But yeah, no, there's this fucking genre or some shit called like J-core, and I was not familiar with it in any sense at all. I knew of a few songs scattered around from maybe two of the artists from like this like record label or whatever that is like pretty big with that genre. Uh, and that was about it. And I hated one of the other ones. And so then I just got bored like a couple days ago while I was pulling my all-nighter. I got fucking bored, put on one of the songs that I already kind of knew and kind of liked, and it for some reason just hit particularly harder. Come to find out it's a part of some like compilation album by the label. And I listened to it and I'm like, holy shit, everything in here sounds so fucking good. And I mean, as you can tell, well, this was kind of a joke review, but I ended up really liking it, and I like really quickly gave that a 10 out of 10. And I mean, I'm not as strict on my 10s as I used to be. I went from having maybe like 2 ever to 13. Here's all those 10s for anyone who cares. There are 2 Nina projects, 2 Porter Robinson projects, 2 Doomu projects, 2 Magdalena Bay projects, and then Nettie, Cloudier, which is like some random fucking like group of like independent singers or whatever, and they were like I think dating or some shit, and they just like Loki said fuck it and made an album together and then broke up and then never made shit again under this alias. I don't fucking know. I probably have all that shit wrong. And then of course, 2 of my favorite visual novel soundtracks in the history of the world. The Clannad and Higurashi soundtracks. Chef's kiss. Fucking peak. But, yeah. This, Cloudier record and this compilation album are my 2 newest entries to the list. And Worlds as well. I recently raised that from a 90 to a 100. Even though there's other songs on there that I'm not really too crazy for, the songs that I like off of that record are insane. It's Worlds is just such a classic. It's fucking pivotal to the genre, in my opinion. But I listened to a couple of those, and then like Marsha recommended me a couple of like Dujin albums, and you know, my brain's rotted. So when I hear Dujin, I think fucking hentai. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck, hentai music? No, that's not what that is. No, Rose, you're a fucking retard bitch. No, it's just like incredibly niche music. Like you have independent music, and then you have hella independent music, and that shit is hella independent. Like this shit's not. This is not on streaming. This is not on streaming here. This is not on streaming either. Like she had to fucking send me the flax, and I had to import them into Spotify. I can't even listen along those songs with people because they're fucking local files, and that's some goddamn bullshit. Fuck. And then I find out that the aforementioned record label had a bunch of people who were behind the Union Syndrome soundtrack. I'm not too familiar with the game. I played for like 5 minutes, absolutely hated the controls, and never touched it again, even though I paid hard-earned money for that. But I do like pissing away money, like a motherfucker with a piss fetish. So, yeah. Well, if I were the motherfucker with a piss fetish, I'm pretty sure I'd be having money in my mouth. If you know what I mean. Anyways, back to Geoguessr. We're just gonna pretend I didn't have that. We're gonna pretend I didn't have that rant. let's just get back to it. Back into business. We have a town name, potentially, but it's too fucking blurry to read. Which is really fucking annoying. It's like right there. It also might not be. For all we know, it could be something completely else, you know? Uh, wow, for once I'm actually kind of cold. Alright, we have another guy who may or may not be a politician that I just don't know. Jack Kearney. I don't know who him. I don't know who him. Oh, okay. We do have more street signs, but I don't think I can read any of them. See, I can't get a good enough angle to read any of them because the signage is too small. So yeah, whoever's in charge of the city is a damn bitch. I'm just gonna say that if you're from this city, fuck you. Because you a hoe-ass bitch. We have, like, what the fuck is this house? Yo. I gotta screenshot this shit and share it on my server. Yeah, I don't fucking know. We got a very interesting house, though. It's like some kind of, like, kingdom-looking bullshit. But they're woke. So that's good. They're woke. Because they've got the hella woke pride flag. Like, yeah, motherfuckers just flying around the classic rainbow. That's just a whole nother level. Like, they're dedicated. They are dedicated. And you know what? I fucking respect the shit out of them. Thank you. Township. I remember there being a spot. I don't think it was Rhode Island. There was a spot that was just a bunch of townships or something. I don't know. Put me in Vermont. Alright, we weren't terribly... No, we were kind of terribly far off. I had the region. I had the region, general region correct. I just remember there was like somewhere in the Northeast. And all the places are called townships. And it wasn't even that. Alright. Neko said it's an awesome house. I mean, I guess so. This might be a little bit more south. I definitely feel it's a lot more south than the previous spot we were at. Alright, we have a pretty big building, so I want to focus on that. Even though I kind of wanted to go down the other road. This could be a university, for all we know. Klassen. No way, they're looking at the Google truck. They're, like, locked onto that shit. Alright, y'all, Honorary Joyce A. Henderson, I don't fucking know what that's supposed to mean. Okay, I really want to say this is a university or something. Bro, but there's, like, no signage on this building. It's also just, like, too small to be a university. But it is a building that stands out. Alright. We're getting absolutely no information out of this at all. So I wasted some time there. What's up, Sans? Welcome to chat. I do plan on harassing you if you say something stupid, so watch your mouth, buddy. But thank you for joining stream. In all seriousness, jokes aside. Uh, we're just doing America for now. I might open up do world later, but for now we are doing just America. Wait, Klassen might be the town name. Klassen 10 Pen. No way it's Pennsylvania again. I'm gonna like eat a fucking sock if it's somehow Pennsylvania again. But I doubt it. The shit New England. It might be. Like, I know you're joking, but it could be. It does seem to take drastic. Oh, it's Oklahoma City. What a fucking pull. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was super lucky. Last second I managed. Wow, last second I got a fucking sign with the city name. That is fucking clutch. Jesus Christ. We came 13 kilometers away from the target. Okay, so yeah, Sans was stupid as usual. And I feel embarrassed that I even entertained his thoughts. We gotta force fem this dumbass. The Joseph D. McGee Tennis Center. Now, if I could get closer to the sign, I could probably get some much needed information here. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna like. That's Atlanta. I had to look at it really close. We are in Atlanta. That was, very hard to read. Something burgeons. That's what I can read. That is the most I'm reading here. If I can find an anything burgeons. I don't think I will. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to get the area down to a T. And that's okay. 3.4 kilometers. I'm not mad about that. I should have known it was going to be like the golf course or some shit. Okay, yeah. Don't fucking quote Drake in my live stream or I'm banning you. That is like the closest guess we've got so far. Over here we are... Okay, I don't know about this one. Hip-hop fans are so fucking cringe. I'm just gonna say this. Hip-hop fans are so cringe. I could, like, stream a whole fucking rant about hip-hop fans. If y'all got me, like, passionate enough, I could totally do that. And I will not hold back. Because I fucking despise hip-hop fans. Alright, we're in Hawaii again. That road sign kind of told me what I needed to know. We are in Hawaii again. Plus, like, the shrubbery here just looks weird. We're in kind of like a remote-looking spot. I don't want to guess too early, but I don't think we're going to get, like, many major clues. I completely forgot I was supposed to remind Cammy to fucking do my recommendation. They, like, specifically asked me to, like, bug them about it if they didn't already get to it. Well, we'll see. Alright, so this is supposedly an airport dumbass. Alright, how many airports even are there? Does this island over here even have one? I doubt so. Alright, we've got to be, like, Honolulu, except just, like, in, like, a remote spot. That's my guess. No! We were actually on the middle island. I did not look hard enough. So I was 101 kilometers off. We got the right state, though. You are just as cringe as most other hip-hop fans. I'm sorry, Sans, but you're not much better. Jeff Van Drew. Who the fuck is that? I'm gonna cheat. Is he even like a sitting congressman? Jeff Van Drew. Probably not. No. Okay, so I did kind of cheat there, but right, Jeff Van Drew is one of the congressmen of New Jersey. All right, so we are in New Jersey again. I don't know why this game just loves putting me in New Jersey. It's kind of annoying, actually. U.S. states with... I want to see if there's, like, specific data about this stuff. Okay, I wanted to get this as a reference for future reference. There's mainly 4 states exclusively that have horizontal traffic lights. You know, for someone who was born and raised in the Houston general area for, like, all of my life, vertical stop signs feel so weird to look at. I don't know how to describe it. It's just so fucking weird. I could have sworn I knew where I was at initially, and then I just kind of sat around for too long and completely got distracted. Right, we were in New Jersey. I remember that part. Alright, so at Highway 9 in New Jersey, I don't know how much looking we need to do. There's not like a crazy amount of ground I have to cover. Oh, maybe there is. Where is Highway 9? I'm gonna guess right there. We were 151 kilometers off. However, that was not the worst guess. I did kind of cheat by looking up the congressman, but I justified it in my mind because it's a congressman. But I don't know. We did get our best score for a US map, which is awesome. Let's try that one again. We have more vertical traffic lights, so that's not going to tell us anything special. We have this right here, fire danger today. We're in Oakland, California. Right off the bat, it told us exactly where to look at. We have a freeway end. Okay, so Oakland, California, Highway 13. I remember Oakland is somewhere over here. Right, there we go. Highway 13. I don't know how far 13 goes. So there's still a lot of options as to where actually we could be. I want to see if I can find us like a very specific spot. Okay, so there's supposed to be like a science center not far off. If I can find that science center. I don't think I'm going to find the science center on this map. But like it has to be like a big spot though. All right, I'm just going to have to guess. Okay. 13, 13. So there's really not that much spot. Look at. I'm going to put the marker right there. Okay, so we were kind of far off, 4.6 kilometers. It was right here. Okay, so the center didn't pop up on my map. Where is that center? They said that there's a center, but it is not on my map. So that was not going to be the way to win this. Okay, we got really close, though. I mean, that is really close. That was very close. Uh, all right. Oh, now we're sitting with, like, I kind of want to, like, pop over there and see what all we're looking at. Let me look at this sign. That's not telling us anything, though. Okay, I want to get a look. Okay, we're not going to get a good look at the scenery from here. I was going to go the other way, but I'm actually going to go this way instead. I'm not sure if I completely like that call, but we're going to do it. We have an 800 number again. Welcome to Sea Caucus. So the last 800 number I remember seeing, I'm pretty sure that put us in Hawaii, but this place looks way too normal to be Hawaii. I highly doubt we're in Hawaii. There's not really much of anything that is telling me we're there. So I think that would be a pretty bad guess. But we are supposedly in Sea Caucus. And I'm tempted to cheat. Okay, can we get like a highway number? Okay, so conveniently there is just no highway marker. Not only is there no highway marker, but the navigation here is just terrible right now. Okay, if there's no... Hold on. Do we have a Highway 280? I don't even think there's an interstate highway in Hawaii. There actually is, except I don't think we have that there. And they're completely different. See, I have not a fucking clue what we're working with. I'm actually just gonna fucking go completely random here. Oh my god, we were actually really close. So it was New York. That was such a wild guess in the dark, and for it being such a wild guess, 45 kilometers, not that bad. I kind of really got lucky on that. What the fuck? Not being annoying. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm high-key being silly right now. So who cares? Alright, back to work. We are in the middle of fucking nowhere. I love that for us. Love that. How long have I been streaming for? Sans makes me want to end the stream. I'm kind of tired anyways, I don't know. We'll see how much more bullshit I can tolerate. Okay. The cami glaze is crazy. Alright, what are we working with here? Yeah, we're working with fucking nothing. I legit don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't even think there's civilization over here. And the navigation is so ass! I think the only fucking civilization I'm about to find is goddamn windmills. This is a place that Google has not touched in like God, it looks like a fucking crusty anime screenshot. It feels like I'm in like it feels like some Windows XP era clan ad edit or some shit. I don't fucking know. And we're not going fast enough to get a good guess, so I'm just gonna have to throw my pin in the ass middle of nowhere. With how flat the land is, I'm inclined to guess bumfuck middle of nowhere, Kansas. Where is the bumfuck middle of nowhere, though? It was North Dakota. I should have fucking known. I should have remembered that absolutely fucking nothing happens in North Dakota. Okay. That was a terrible guess. Now we're in Arizona. At least I'm rather confident. It could be Tucson. I'm not sure. Well, let's like look around first. It could be New Mexico. Something just gives off Breaking Bad vibes about this place. But I know they didn't like put me in the fucking Breaking Bad scene. Hold on, what's going on over here? Alright, we got a soccer field and we got water. Does Arizona have that? Like, at all? Pretty much no. Okay, so I have no idea what we're working with here. I think we're in the Southwest, but, like, what the fuck? Interesting stuff is going on right now. Okay, we have another fucking terrible navigation system right now. I don't know why it just gets so slow constantly. I don't like that. I find it kind of annoying when it does that. Okay, we actually could be in Hawaii. But it looked way too deserty to be Hawaii, but I guess it's cleaning up a little bit. I'm surprised we're getting this many Hawaii hits, if that is the case. Yeah, we're in Hawaii. I'm looking at these street names. This is fucking... It looks way too tropical now. So I have to find a spot that's, like, a nice mix between desert. Because, dude, I thought I was in Breaking Bad. This has got to be my spot. No, it's got to be Honolulu. I don't know. Or Waipahu. That could be it, too. Hold on. Hold on, come on. No. Should have fucking known. God damn it! Why do they do this to me every fucking time? That's honestly really funny. Okay, where are we at? Well, we're gonna find out. That's the point of the game. Point of the game is to find out where you are. God, whoever made this game needs to, like, I don't know, fucking get a life. Fucking stupid game. And yet I'm so addicted to it. But you know what else I'm addicted to? Dick. Ha! Bet you weren't expecting that answer. I'm just kidding, guys. Fuck, I don't know where we are. I high-key want to look at YouTube clips from the past on this channel after this round. I don't even know if they still have that feature, though. They might have removed that shit. I try to make clips I tried to make clips the other day at the end of the stream, and I could not find the button to do it. So I don't think we have it anymore. I'm gonna be, like, not happy if that is actually the case. Did they actually remove YouTube clips? No, they still have them. Thank God. My top 10 least favorite albums. Hold on. Let's check this clip out. And basically half of this album's review rambling about that one song should really fucking tell you how... I fucking paused the recording and, like, unpaused it as I was going to sneeze. That's amazing. I'm not trying to make a thread. What? I'm just gonna... They say I'll only respond to Cammy now. What about it? Outstanding. Why did I make this? Kid Cudi. Insano fucking sucks. Why did I clip that? I clipped me saying that Insano sucks. What's the point of that? Beat, genderfuck. Government is watching me. The government's watching?
I like how there's a camera behind you just watching you eat.
I just threw myself.
Fucking camera right behind your ass. What a creep. I like how there's a camera behind you.
Dude, my hair was so fucked up back then. Because I would literally, like... Oh my god. Bro, I would, like, never do my hair. I would tie it back in a ponytail every single day, all day. Not what I do now, where I tie it up for work and let them things go. No. I straight up just, like... Yeah, what the fuck? Died in the first 3 seconds. Can't be that bad.
Let's get this level started. Oh, beautiful. I died in the first 3 seconds!
This is Eagle Squad. We're caught in enemy crossfire.
Alright, let's get this level started. Oh, beautiful. I died in the first 3 seconds!
That's amazing. I am Rika. What the fuck is this? What? I don't even want to get to the main point of the clip. I don't even want to. Null space sucks. Yeah, it does. It
This
literally
isn't
does.
where we were meant to end up. Let's head back. Everyone's waiting for us.
What? There's no way it ends just like that!
This is not my first time
This
playing the
isn't where
game.
we were
I'm
meant to
acting...
end up.
Bro. I was high-key clip farming this stream, dude. Oh my god. July 2020. I literally played the game in 2019. Completed it. And I'm over here saying, no way it ends like that. I knew damn well what happened. I'm just clip farming to try and get clips. And, I mean, damn, the clips are right the fuck there. I'm... What the fuck, man? Okay. What the fuck is this bullshit? CC, what the fuck? Oh, man. I remember this fucking clip. Like, I remember this clip.
You're him, I'm him too, because we're tied.
I'm always him.
The same as you.
Damn. Damn!
So if you're him, I'm him too, because we're tied.
I'm always him.
The same.
Dude, why is it not showing the fucking clip? Okay, fuck you then. There's literally a fucking clip to be clipped there, and it won't fucking clip. So, like, whatever. I don't care anymore. I literally don't care anymore, dude. I literally don't care. Oh my god. Oh god, no. These videos.
Biden is actually the definition of the quote, "Tell me you're a lolicon without telling me you're a lolicon."
Well, Donald, you know what they say. Therefore, we'll have to place her in S tier.
Where's the clip?
Resonating with her.
That is correct, Donald. Therefore, we'll have to place her in S tier.
Guys, now on to Sayu.
Now, as far as lollies are concerned, I can see Sleepy Joe here strongly resonating with her.
That is correct, Donald.
Where is the... Dude, clips are broken, I swear to God. There was a clip there, and that is just not there. What the fuck's going on, dude? Evil laugh.
Hi, I'm John Green. This is Crash Course World History, and today we're going to talk about Israel and Palestine, hopefully.
And not just be fishing for a... Oh my god. Okay, fine. We're not watching clips then. Because every single one of them are fucking broken. How about I just fucking kill myself while I'm at it, dude? I might as well just, like... I might as well just jump off the fucking Golden Gate Bridge and fucking die. Clearly that's what they want out of me because this feature doesn't fucking work. Let's see if they actually discontinued it. Yeah, they stopped doing that shit, it seems. Wow. Yeah, YouTube killed the feature. That's so fucking stupid. Yeah, it was one of their good features, so obviously they had to remove that shit as soon as they possibly could. That's fucking retarded. Sex offender desperately begs for lighter sentence. Well, maybe don't be a sex offender, dumb bitch. Okay. This guy's interesting. Let's talk about this Duja character. What the fuck are you talking about? Back then, I would use YouTube clips to clip out parts on where I could... Bro. Bro. Skip your dick on out of here, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. No, that's fucking insane. Okay, no. I got things to say about this guy. I haven't actually, like, publicly talked about this guy, but he's an interesting character. One that I've always found to be kind of shrouded in mystery. He looks like a big artist on the surface. I mean, he's got a song with like 119,000 streams. That's like really good. I've known about this Duja guy since like what, 2022 or 23? Probably 23. I think I was introduced to him through this other rapper I know called Dice Shades. I'm cool with that guy. Funny story, I got drunk off like 3 buzzballs, and on that same day, Dice Shades dropped a diss track on somebody named Skylar. I don't know who the fuck they're talking about. But he dropped this diss, and he titled it LGBT faggot. And it was the funniest shit ever. And I, like, made a stupid comment under the post. I wasn't even mad. I wouldn't have cared if I were sober, but I like, literally didn't care. But I made a stupid comment under it. He kind of took it the wrong way and thought I was offended by, like, the thing. So he, like, not only replied saying that it was really only a target against that one guy specifically, but then he, like, took the time out of his day to DM me and say that he didn't intend for it to be, like, hurtful or harmful in any way. And all this other bullshit. And, like, I was just too fucking drunk to care. In my drunken state, I was like, holy shit, this is the funniest bullshit ever. Like, just straight up. I was, like, laughing my ass off this whole fucking time. It was genuinely the funniest shit ever. What's up, Vizzy? I don't know how to... Vizzy? I'm just calling you Vizzy. I don't know how to pronounce your fucking name. I don't know how to pronounce anybody's name. I probably fuck it up, but, you know. You caught me just in time for this rant, sort of, that I'm gonna go on about this guy that I've been following. Not, like, following as in, like, social media-wise, but I've just been aware of him for a while. So, this Duja guy. The Dice Shades guy that I met, Okay, just to recap. I met Dice Shades back in like 2021. I think I met him through a former frequent collaborator of mine, Star Odin, who is a IRL friend of mine back from like the Houston area. We went to the same high school, so I know we briefly saw each other, but like we never actually got the chance to like meet up after we started working on music together. And I don't even think he's in state anymore. He like moved out for a little bit. But we're both gonna end up back in Texas at some point, so we're gonna meet at some point. And I have like a much more independent mind now, so I'm much more willing to go, like, you know, out and about. So yeah, things are definitely gonna work out this time. I do want to talk a little bit about like moving and stuff or whatever. I think that'd be an interesting stream topic as well. But anyways, I met this Dice Shades guy back in 2021. He actually featured on one of my songs. Well, he took a bit from one of his own songs, put it at the end. It's like a little teaser thing. I was cool with it. Whatever. Right, but, yeah. He had, like, this group chat called, like, the Dice Shades Entertainment group chat, and I believe that this Duja guy was a part of that group chat. That is just my guess. Take that with a grain of salt. And, you know, for a while, I didn't really make a mental note on Duja. Because he just made music. Like everybody else, he just made music. And had been at it for quite a while. He's like 30 years old or something. But here's the thing. Ever since like the AI boom, he has started making AI music. Just straight up, he has been making AI music. And he's, like, sneaky about it, too. Sort of. He's not actually that sneaky. If you look at the album covers, it's so fucking obvious. Well, it's not obvious with that, necessarily, but... Right, let's look at, like, album covers. His first album, obviously, is just, like, a really... It's a really sloppily put-together cover, but... You know, who cares? No. So he used to make regular fucking music. Even this, like, this album cover, it looks like AI, but supposedly it's not. He does, like, shout out, like, an artist. He shouts out an artist or something that, like, drew the cover that he used for this cover, album. And it does line with their style, so I do believe this is legitimate. Everything else after fucking is not. And it does seem like he's taken down stuff, or stuff has been taken down. But I did have a pretty extensive, like, archive of stuff uploaded here. He had, Beating the Odds, he had... Right. This used to be called AI Mountain. He then changed the title, and it seems to just not be up on the profile anymore. At all. I can also just show this off. See, he was just doing this regular ass shit for a while. Like, making actual stuff. But it's at some point between, like, 2023, 2024, he starts doing the AI covers. He was still doing, like, actual music, just was starting to put AI covers on it. But slowly towards the end of 2024, going into 2025, this slowly devolved into just making actual, just straight up AI music. And it's very obvious AI music. Like, I'm about to show off his actual YouTube channel. The funniest shit I've seen, he drops a music video for his song Moving On. But I'm about to show you, this shit's not an actual song. I mean, come on, dude.
is hard to do.
It's obviously, like, not him.
Moving on.
Are y'all hearing this dumb shit, bro? It's just every other AI song ever. And this shit has 700 views, 60 likes, and it has like a shit ton of comments. And that's fucking crazy. And there's gotta be like filtering in the comments that like call this shit out. Someone said they're gonna do heroin to this song. No fucking way, dude. Alright, guys. That is AI. I'm about to show you, like, what he sounds like. And I don't know. People don't always sound the same when they're singing versus when they're talking. But it's also not, like, such a major difference. Here is a regular video of him talking.
Hey, so if you're seeing this, I just want to know how you doing today. What is going on, you know? My friend Sarah said I'm a skinny winner. I'm not a big fan.
And the funny, I don't know. You gotta, in a way, you gotta respect that he, like, fucks with his own shit so hard that he has merch of his own album. But that is, like, such shit merch. I'm so sorry. That is shit merch. Like, no one else is gonna wear that. It has to get integrated into the design better. It's just an album cover slapped on a white hoodie. That's like some, like factory-generated DistroKid merch. I looked. It's nothing special. But this dude's making AI music, pretending that it's real music. Like, no, because there's no one that's really even calling it out. And the weird thing is that he has such a massive following. He might be botted. He might have botted his shit, I'm not sure. But he has 314,000 subscribers on YouTube. He has like 26,000 on Instagram. He has like a few thousand on Threads. I'm pretty sure he has a good following on Twitter as well. I'm going to be careful with my Twitter because their high key might be like Yuri on my shit. I gotta be careful. I'm just gonna confess. There's like spicy ass Yuri that is more often than not on my feed. It doesn't look to be spicy, at least this time, so we're chilling. I did go a little bit on a deep dive into whatever I could figure out about, like, this guy's, like, public image. Nothing, like, creepy or anything like that. I'm just trying to figure out more of what the fuck's going on with this guy. And then he's got, like, 86,000 followers on Twitter. What the fuck? Yeah, here's his fucking merch site. Let's look at what he's got on his merch. No one's gonna wear this shit. Because it's AI covers. There's like AI covers. Really sloppily just thrown onto there. Yeah, guys. Should I get the Cave Pedestrian t-shirt? Y'all. I gotta get this. Chat, do I get the Cave Pedestrian t-shirt? I think I should. I think it'd be really funny. I'm not gonna do that. I need my money. But yeah, no, we have just... Then there's also, like, just, like, AI metal covers of random bullshit. There was, like, one really funny AI song. I don't like that he makes AI music, but there was one really funny AI song that, like, I genuinely was obsessed with for a little bit just because the intro was so fucking retarded. Listen to this dumbass bullshit, bro.
Clap that booty, bitch! Clap that booty till my boner's bent! Clap that booty trick! Clap that booty! Fuck my low
What the fuck is going on with this bullshit? It's how it just starts off. Just off the fucking jump. With that bullshit. That just gets me.
Clap that booty, bitch! Clap that
Just screaming at you, dude. Clap that booty, bitch! That shit kills me every time.
ass till I jizz, butt so fat, my dick's hard as a brick. Up in your trunk, fuck, I'm stiff as a log. Booties I must fuck, busting nuts like a god. Clap that booty, bitch! Clap that booty till my boner's bent. Clap that booty trick! Clap that booty, fuck my low's been set.
Dude.
Clap that booty, bitch! Clap that booty, bitch! Clap that booty till my boner's bent. Clap that.
Bro. Dude, what the fuck? That is... Oh my god. That is genuinely like the worst thing I've ever heard. It's funny, but it is genuinely terrible. Right, and as if the AI stuff wasn't enough, he does like fake features, I swear to god. Like, he'll like advertise that he's got like these crazy ass features. And, okay, so, his most popular song, Shop Shop featuring Twista, produced by Wishmaster Beats and Anno Domini. Baby Mama's at the Club, featuring Royce the 5'9". Mob Life featuring Lil Wayne. Let's check the prod credits for this song, if there is any specific prod credits. Because I just want to kind of... I want y'all to find something that matches. There's a tag for, Anno Domini. Right, okay. So, one thing in common with all three of these songs that I just showed you and pointed out. Three things in common. All of them mention this, Anno Domini character. And this guy is like a producer or something, as far as I remember. And they have packs, like sound packs almost. And there's like feature verses that someone can like buy and use. And some big names, some big rappers have verses in this system. Technically, there's nothing inherently wrong with using them. It's gonna make you look stupid. Because you have to use some kind of like... Because you have to use somebody else, like a feature that you didn't actually work for to boost your songs, like credibility and popularity. There's a stigma to it, like a social stigma to it. But there's nothing completely and inherently wrong with doing it. if you're just trying to have fun with doing it. But this Doja guy, he kind of acts like he won't explicitly say that he gets it through this system. He won't explicitly say that. That one comment I scrolled past where it's like someone's asking, "Oh, what Royce song did this actually come from?" He starts off by saying "my song," but the rights aren't exclusive, so other people can use that. So he kind of admits it, but he also skirts around it a little bit. He doesn't outright say, "Yeah, it's from like some kind of sample website where I can just buy some popular dude's verse to boost my song or whatever." Instead, he kind of lightens the blow a little bit. I noticed there. He won't outright admit it, but he won't, like, I don't know. He kind of sits in, like, a gray area in terms of that. I've noticed that. He sits in, like, a gray area on that. He won't get super defensive and say, "Oh, I did record this with this guy." But he'll still make it sound like, "Oh my god, I landed a feature with this guy." And then one of those is fucking Nate Dogg, who literally is dead. He was, like, advertising this song called Sneaky Link, featuring Nate Dogg. And is, like, advertising it as some, like, big deal. Dude, he's, like, dead. Nate Dogg is dead, dude. I'm not saying he's, like, milking the dude or whatever. But, like, bro, come on, man. I don't know, dude. You know, technically this dude's not doing anything, like, super bad. I don't exactly like that he, like, passes off all the AI music and puts it all on, like, streaming services. And he, like, dumps a ton of shit on the streaming services. And he's, like, lip-syncing over his AI songs on music videos as if he made it. That kind of rubs salt in the wound a little bit. Where it's like he's trying to make it seem like it's his shit, but it's fucking not. It's obviously fucking AI. It's very obviously AI. But he also seems to have connections. Not with, like, the music industry by any means, but he every fucking week he manages to meet a famous person. I don't know how he does it, but he's always meeting some famous person. They aren't, like, extremely famous, but it's always some, like, big enough name, like some actor from some TV show. I never recognize the person myself, but he somehow always meets them. And I ain't hating on that, but I'm just wondering, this dude's interesting, because he's got this big-ass following, and he claims himself that it's because of, like, YouTube Shorts, like, really blowing up. And there was some more here. He may have taken them down, but you used to have, like, TV clips. He used to be one of those YouTubers who would post, like, TV and movie clips. But he would also attach his song to it, and it would kind of just be hiding in the background. And that's how some of these got so many, like, views. Like, if you go to his Chop Shop song, that most popular song of his on this channel, which it is an actual song, like, I don't know if it's AI, like, covered, at least, but the song itself is legit. Pretty much all the comments are pretty much referring back to, like, the short that this was attached to. So I don't know. And then he's doing this thing on Threads, like, okay, if you go on, like, his Instagram, he has, like, a ton of posts. Like, an unbelievable amount of posts. He's, like, really active across every social of his. And he posts the same stuff across almost every single social as well. If you go to his page, he has 30,000 posts. And it's just this engagement bait. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. He does this on Twitter. He does this on Instagram. He does this on Threads. And on Threads, it hits a lot. But he's also been getting hit with community notes lately, funny enough. He's been getting hit with community notes on Threads specifically. Because he would, at some points, drop this shit and do this stupid shit. Right? He would do that and then get the community note. And then he would just, like, flip out. He would flip out and get mad that he got community noted. And the community note is literally just saying, hey, guys, this is engagement bait. The creator here is begging people to listen to his song if they comment on the post. And that's you look into the post, and that's exactly what's happening. I don't exactly have the time to find it, and I'm also not logged into Threads on here, on my computer. But that is just straight up what's happening. Like, that is literally what's happening, dude. It's retarded. Like, I understand a grind, but he's not always doing it in the greatest ways. It's kind of invasive. At some points, it's kind of invasive. I don't know. And he's also been, like, really mad at YouTube for removing him as, like, a partner. And that may or may not be because he's, like, gaming the system with, like, clips and self-promo farming. That could be the reason, I'm not sure. But ever since December of 2024, and I know this specifically because he won't shut up about it, like, literally every time YouTube posts on Threads, he, like, replies and quotes their post. And is, like, complaining. And is, like, saying, oh, YouTube hates me. They say I'm a loser. And I don't want to dog on the guy too hard. Because I've seen other posts, and it is very, very clear that he is not the most well-off mentally. And he, unfortunately, showcases that in a public setting. What's up, you, man? I low-key stopped playing Geoguessr like fucking like 30 minutes ago. I'm gonna be so for real, I literally stopped playing like 20, 30 minutes ago because I was going on like a little rant, I guess, about some stupid bullshit. I'm low-key just talking about this dude right here that, like, makes AI music. And, like, pretends that he doesn't. I don't know. Ultimately, bro is not of the most importance to me, but whatever's going on with him is just interesting. But yeah, there's not much to say about him. He's just been doing this, like, grifty-ass bullshit. Like, he's been doing engagement bait for God knows how long. He was doing this when I first found out about him. And here in the Big 26, he's still doing it. It's crazy. But, yeah. So far, this has been a fun stream. I played Geoguessr for about, like, a couple hours. And ever since... Well, a couple people have been hopping off stream. So I just high-key started chilling. Maybe I could do one more round. I'm gonna do one more round since you're here. I have actually gotten pretty close to getting some of these right. Let's see what we got going on right here. See, I'm getting a little bit better at this the more that I play. And more often than not, I am able to guess a good vicinity. I'm able to get the state right a good chunk of the time. And I'm happy about that. I'm trying to learn other stuff that might help me more. I recently Googled what states use vertical traffic lights versus horizontal traffic lights. And a lot of people do vertical. So if I get a horizontal traffic light, it does tend to give it away for me, which is cool. I know Texas is one of the states that has those, but they also kind of mix it up. New Mexico is the only state, according to the map I saw when I googled this shit, New Mexico is the only U.S. state that exclusively uses horizontal traffic lights. I did get a Texas spawn, and I didn't bother to check to see if they had vertical or whatever. I know in the Houston area it's horizontal. That's what I was used to for, like, my entire life. So this time I actually don't exactly have a great idea of where we are. I feel inclined to say we might be in the south, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not getting a very good... Ride RTA. I don't know what RTA could possibly stand for. If I can't find any other hints, I'm just going to say Richmond, Virginia, just to be on the safe side. But that probably is not it. It feels north enough to maybe be Richmond, Virginia, but I'm not going to say that with certainty. I won't say that with certainty. Right? Severance Town Center. That... I don't think that's going to be the city name. It's not Ohio. I'm going Richmond, Virginia, just to be on the safe side. If it is Ohio, I'm going to be, like, surprised, honestly. Well, let's see. Oh my god. What the What the fuck? Oh my god. Dude. Look at this bullshit. It literally was Ohio. What the fuck? You're sitting here bullshitting and it was Ohio. I should have just... God damn it. I should have trusted. I should have just gone with the bit, bro. I should have just gone with the bit. Rose through, and it's because I didn't trust the rage bait. And then the rage bait turns out to be truth bait by complete accident. God damn. Alright, we're on to the next round. Those looked like Texas license plates at first. I don't exactly think that's the case, though. I don't know. I think they've been making the Texas license plates less detailed. I'm pretty sure they're all white now anyways. But, like, the old ones used to be pretty. They used to be cool. Oh, shit. Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls. I don't know what that's called. I don't know how you pronounce that. I don't remember which state has Okay, we're in South Dakota. But bonus points if I could get this at the exact spot. I doubt we're gonna get it. It's gonna take getting pretty freaking lucky here. And I don't know if that's gonna happen. Can I really find what we're looking for? Can I find, like, a decent location? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Yume says that after we've already fucking deducted where we're at. Literally just trying to take credit. Oh, we got... Is this a highway? I don't know. I can't even get the street name. Solberg. I'm not zoomed in enough to see the road names. I don't think we're gonna get it exact. That's a big ask of me. I don't think we're downtown. Can I find Solberg? I don't think so. Huh. Okay, it's not that big of a city. There's only so many spots it could possibly be. I don't think we're gonna find the exact location, though. It's not really a big deal. I'd rather get the place than not, right? We're gonna just say right here. We'll see how far off we were. We were 4.3 kilometers off. Okay. It was right there. Alright, so we got pretty lucky there. Alright, we have, right off the bat, one singular tree that looks pretty tropical, so it could be Florida. That sign is not even a sign. It doesn't say anything. Oh, it does say something, but we can't read it. It's too small. Amazing. Alright, so I don't have the greatest spawn to work with here. We do have Clay County Highway 220, maybe? Is there a 220 out here somewhere? I don't know. But we do have a Clay County and a Highway 220. Is there a Highway 220 in Florida? Because I really want to say Florida. Just first guess, I want to say Florida. But I don't know. There's too much stuff to scroll through. I don't feel like doing all that. And this is how losers are made. You gotta fight for the win. You don't just get lucky. We clearly have a lot of construction going on, so this place looks like absolute shit. Alright, we are in a very horrible spot. I have to kind of get lucky at this point. I know I'm kind of doubling down by going into the fucking forest, but at this point, I don't really care. Okay, we are in Florida. Middleburg, Florida, specifically. Can I find a Middleburg? I don't think I can. Alright, I have about a minute. I'm looking everywhere I can to see if I can find a Middleburg. We have our city. There's our fucking city. I just don't know where to get it on the map. I will have to just guess if I can't get it in time. I'm already running out of time. I'm already starting to feel the pressure. Whoa. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to guess and say... Is it around the Tampa area? No, it was around Jacksonville. So we got the right state again. Damn. I wish I saw that. I scrolled past it. I scrolled past it and I missed it. I don't know if I was zoomed in far enough. Unless you're rage baiting, I guess you probably caught it and I didn't. I try not to look at the chat too much while I'm actively playing because typically it's not much help. Specifically because there's like usually latency. So anytime someone like relays me helpful information, it's already like too late. We definitely seem to be in a more Hispanic part of the city. So I already want to say like Southern California, maybe New Mexico or Texas. But it's very tropical looking. So I want to say South California. The trees just give off that Southern California vibe. It could be in or around San Diego. That's where I'm going with for now. In or around San Diego. Because these hills, they look very California-like to me. And I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It just feels very California to me. And it feels mostly proper. Like, I feel like I'm in a city. Like a pretty well-established city. To be so for real. I managed to teleport into a neighborhood and immediately teleport back out of it. Awesome. I just want to see if I can get any, like, definitive information about where we are. I need to learn area codes, to be honest. Like, if I can learn area codes, that will be a massive help for me. Because once I start learning more area codes, that pretty much is going to, like, seal the deal for me. I'm just going to have to try and remember all of them, because there's so fucking many. We have a Melrose Drive, and I really want to say we're in San Diego. It could just as easily be Los Angeles, though. It really could be any of these. I may just change my answer to LA, but something's just telling me not to. But it could be it. But I won't be really mad either way, because... Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say San Diego. It probably was Los Angeles. No? Okay. No, it wasn't. Alright, it was kind of in between. I wasn't terribly... We were 35 kilometers off. Not bad. Alright, we're kind of hitting. We're kind of cooking right now. And I didn't have any clues to base that off of, by the way. I was getting lucky the other times. That one was just straight up like a good guess. I noticed the environment around me, and I was able to make a guess just based off of that. Okay, what are we working with here? I'm not entirely sure. Could be Oregon. I don't know. The seasons do appear to have a decent effect. The signs also seem kind of old-timey. So we could be dealing with somewhere up further north to the northeast. I typically see those the most in those areas. I wouldn't say that the seasons seem to be taking drastic effects. You could definitely tell when we're in what season. You could definitely tell that. Okay, how the fuck do you get out? I'm like actually just going around in circles, and that's not helping me out much. I'm just stuck in this neighborhood, and I don't want to fucking be here. I'm actually just trapped. I'm literally trapped. I literally cannot get out. Yeah, tall oaks, because that's all I can fucking see is tall oaks. Alright. You're putting way too much expectations on me because I just started playing this game like 3 days ago. If that. Like, give me a little bit of a wiggle room. If I can get it within 100 kilometers, I'm happy. Honestly, it should be applauded that I get the states right most of the time. Sometimes I can't, but most of the time I'm able to, with pretty good accuracy. That just as easily could be a city name as it is not. Alright, we're not going to have enough time to do this. I'm just trying to get a Gastonia. I don't fucking know, dude. Missouri. No, it was, North Carolina. It always seems to be North Carolina. All right, that was my worst one. That was my worst one out of that round. Let's go. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Run it back. Hold on. Give me a second. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna get this shit. We're gonna be good at this. I'm about to start getting cracked at this shit. Okay. We seem to be near a school, potentially. I'm not sure. I remember getting something that was kind of similar, and it did not help. Oakview Elementary. That tells me absolutely fucking nothing. Thanks for that. I saw signage. Don't know. We're definitely in a nice part of town. We're trying to figure out what town we're in. Man, I don't know. I was gonna say let's look at that fucking car, and then it disappeared. I'm not gonna spend my entire time trying to get that car back. That's not gonna be a good lead for us. Alright. Nope. That tells us nothing. Alright, so we're just in, like, one of, like, the millions of suburbs in America that looks just like this. There is a potential political sign that will probably disappear. War is not the answer. Unfortunately, does not tell us anything. So, honestly, we need more war. Just because I'm mad at them for not telling us anything. I'm surprised I never see any sports stuff. As much as America is into sports, I've only been able to get the location based off of sports merch once. There was it was on a world map, actually, not even just a US map. It was a world map, and I got really lucky because someone had a San Francisco 49ers flag hung up out on their yard. And I was able to tell me that they were not necessarily in San Francisco, but they were pretty fucking close. And I managed to get lucky and guess, because I was like, hey, it's probably not actually there. It's probably, like, close. And I was right. Alright, I'm not gonna like my guess, but I'm gonna put this in Pennsylvania, and we were in Washington, D.C. 304 kilometers, I'm not happy with that, but it's not terrible. This feels more southern. Actually, there we go, Arkansas. Right off the bat, we have our state. I'm happy about that. Can we get the city based off that sign? I don't think we can. They are one of the cities that, like, puts their branding on the stop signs. Those typically tend to be, like, the bigger cities. So I think we're looking for a big city in Arkansas. And that is where we'll get our answer. I just can't get a good view of the stop signs. I was hoping I could. I can't get good views of any of these. That would otherwise tell me the answer. But we also have highways 267 and 237, which are appropriately shaped like the states of Arkansas. I said states. Arkansas. How far do I have to zoom in to see this shit? 267 and 367. Is it Texarkana? I don't think so. Could it be Little Rock? I wouldn't be surprised if it were Little Rock. That's like the bigger city. It's never that simple, though. Okay, I know we're in Arkansas, but Alright, so it's probably going to be a small highway system because it's really eluding me. It is managing to avoid me pretty well. I'm not happy about that. Hey, it's calling me a dumbass. It's pretty fucking rude. I don't appreciate that. Okay, I found 367. How far down does it go? Okay. Alright, just gonna throw it right there. We were 84 kilometers off, it was up here. There was 267. And 360. Damn, I should have... Okay, so I would have had to zoom in, like, pretty far. God damn. I would have had to zoom in pretty fucking far to get that. That's... God. It's fucking annoying. Alright, we have a peach. This could be Georgia. I want to say this is Georgia, but it's not telling us enough. Because we know Georgia is the peach state. But if Georgia is the peach state, then what the hell is the peach city? And how far south in Georgia would we be going if this is the case? I wish I could just look up Peach City, but morally that's fucked up. That's just cheating. And I'm like basically okay. So I'm in like a really shitty spot in terms of spawn. I'm like almost stuck. Oh my god. I keep fucking no clipping back into the same spot. That's awful. I don't know if Yumiko is still in chat. She might not be. I don't know. I'm kind of... Y'all, chat, I'm getting kind of tired. So, low-key chat. I might end it on this one, because we've been streaming for 3 hours. Oh my god. We've been streaming for 3 hours now. Which is kind of crazy. I was not anticipating to be spending all this time streaming. I'm not regretting it, but damn. For some reason, the Google truck just did not go down this road that very much exists. I was hoping that could have told us something, but no. Yeah, I've decided we're going to end it off on this round. We've got 2 more after this, and after that, I'm going to hop off. So feel free to, like, stick by until we end it, but... Yeah, we're gonna wrap shit up soon. I got some signs. Probably not gonna help me out. What do we got? Yeah, not helpful. I still want to say Georgia. Not necessarily super, super south. But I do want to... That's about the only guess I could think of. I couldn't find a good enough spot to get more information. But yeah, for what it... All things considered, we did not get a great spawn. And there's a surprising amount of, like, lack of information constantly. I'm gonna say Savannah, Georgia. And let's see how close we are. It was Florida. I should have knew it. It's always Florida. We are 410 kilometers off. Okay. I hope I don't have to crash out on somebody live. That'd be embarrassing. Alright, we are in a neighborhood again. Someone's got the decency to fly the American flag, but they don't have the decency to fly their state's flag because they're a bitch. They're a stupid piece of shit. And they should fucking... They should stop existing. I swear, if I get asked to hop on Left 4 Dead 2 again, I'm actually gonna crash out because I can't take this bullshit anymore. Dude, I'm so tired, I don't even want to fucking finish this shit. I might just fuck around and drop random pins. Okay, it's one of these dumbass neighborhoods again. I'm fucking North Carolina-ing this bullshit. I don't fucking care, dude. I wasn't even close, bro. Wow, I'm throwing. I'm throwing. And here we go with another one of these fucking dumbass things. Same bullshit every fucking time. It's always some stupid suburban neighborhood full of fucking trashy white people. I'm so tired of this shit. I would support a white genocide entirely if it gets rid of these dumbass, stupid suburban neighborhoods. Because I'm tired of my only clues being this dumbass shit, and they always end in circles. Every goddamn time. Like, I'm so sick of this. Give me Memphis. It was fucking Indiana. Wow, guys. Okay, bye. That's it for the stream. Bro, I'm so tired. I'm literally so tired, dude. And I got 3 more days of work, so I'm gonna be, like, bouncing my booty up at Amazon. I'm gonna be twerking for them motherfuckers all fucking day. All I do is go in there and fucking bounce my shit, bro. I'm kidding. For legal reasons, I don't shake my ass at Amazon because that's, like, against the rules. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I don't fucking know. Say nice things about me. Tell your friends I'm awesome. Tell your friends that I'm an awesome person, that I should not kill myself or something. I don't fucking know. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.